Hello everybody, happy Intuitive Tuesday. But before I do a video on that, it's a rainy, cloudy, full moon day here in the DC area. So baseball cap day. So listen up, I had an opportunity to talk to one of my little people that I have not had an interaction with their guides in well over 3 months. So I had an opportunity. So my little person brought in their guide. And so I asked this particular guide, do you know Jesus? And I get, no. So in my mind, as a facilitator, I'm thinking, did we get somebody coming in that we don't want coming in? So I said, okay, does this guide know Mother Mary? Yes. And then I get, yes, my guide knows Mother Mary and all the guides know Mother Mary, but this guide that's here now has never met Jesus. The other guides have met Jesus. He's heard Jesus on the black screen, his voice, but he's never met him. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool. So right here, I wrote things in different order here. So I said, are a lot of the bad guys off the planet? I got a yes. Are we on a different timeline? Yes. Will a lot of the ones that are left that are bad, now I have to use good and bad with kids sometimes, okay, just to get it clear, although it's not my favorite terminology. So I was like, okay, so but the rest of the bad guys here are going to, leave the planet. And he said, well, they're being threatened. This was my little people's words. They're being threatened, but they have choices to make. And whether they want to turn to good, they have choices to make. Okay. I asked, will we have food shortages? Yes. Do I need to prepare for these food shortages? No. It'll be in 3 to 4 years. You have time. Okay. I asked about vaxes. I said, are there going to be new vaxes? Yes, there's going to be like 4 or 5 new, and 1 or 2 will have the AI. Is basically how we wound up with that without going too deep into it. Is the sea out of here? 3 to 4 months, be gone. So, not so prevalent. Very much what this little person and a few other little people said back in the fall as well. Okay, I asked if I had a new guide come in, and the answer was yes. And then that guide was kind of described to me, which is really correlated with what I already know. Also came up that his mom is having dreams, and to teach her how to shapeshift, and that we meaning he and I, needed to help her understand what shapeshifting is. So that was important. And I always go back and forth just to always test them a little bit, so I'm not quite drilling them. So it's like, hey, how's my business doing? Good, depending on what you do. I also asked about how much, his guides help him. He said they help him when he's stuck. They help him when he's stuck because they come through his eyes. They see what he's doing, and they will come and assist, just like they see through my eyes. And so I said, well, is that why things are changing right now? Yes, they're changing things so you see better or differently, which is exactly what has been going on. So they're seeing through the eyes. And one thing that the guide wanted to say was to have me listen more. And so a good idea is to listen to your guides before I do anything. So that was a little tip. Oh, I asked about a particular person. Who's on social media, blah, 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 and has a lot of following. And I get, is this person, a good person? Yes. Well, then why do a lot of people not like this person? So I can't use the word, there's a lot of controversy. I have to use very simple words with the little people. So why do a lot of people not like this particular person? And they said, because that person's half good, half bad. And so I said, okay. And then went on to explain the left side was really good and the right side was not. And when this person gets in front of a lot of other people, they wish that they could just split and become two people. The word that was used is transform into two people. But they can't. So they're really working with the good. So I found that interesting because we already know, much of us that are on this path, that many who could have left the planet and were given choices to stay, they were also given the ultimatum: if they effed up, they were imploding or they were out of here. So maybe that's what was happening with this particular person I was asking about, is they still have that edge of being, bad, and they can't transform and split into two people like maybe they have in the past, that they have to stay in the column of good and of light. So that's kind of what I was getting. And it was just so good to get reacquainted again. There was more information that came through, but nothing that's, pertinent to what's going on here. And so I hope you enjoyed this. And just remember that the little people have much to teach. And there is a very significant and special way you have to work with them. And I've been gifted on doing this now for like 3 decades. Where I've been able to do it professionally, which is, very rewarding to me. It's just warms my heart. All right, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe, appreciate it. And sharing is important. Sharing is caring. And so, very profound. But it just helps the algorithms. All right. So much love, so much light. And then I'll tune into Intuitive Tuesday coming up. Bye.